Hare Krishna. Welcome to Bhakti Vaibhav class. Canto 5, Chapter 2. The activities of Maharaj Agnidra. King Agnidra and his sons. Now, in the second chapter, Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 5 describes how Agnidra obtained the Apsara Purvachiti and exhibiting lust bore 9 sons in her. This is a special chapter. थोड़ा सा डिस्क्रिप्शन पूरा अलग ही लेवल पे चलता रहता है. So stay tuned. So this is small chapter, 23 verses. Hopefully we shall complete as early as possible so that you can go for prasad without much delay. Sri Sukha Uvacha. Evam pitari sampravrutte tad anushasane vartamana Agnidro Jambu Dvipau Kasha Praja Aurasavad Dharma Vekshamana Pariya Gopayat.
Sri Sukadeva Goswami continued. After his father, Maharaja Priyavrata departed to follow the path of spiritual life by undergoing austerities, King Agnidra completely obeyed his order. Strictly observing the principles of religion, he gave full protection to the inhabitants of Jambudvipa as if they were his own begotten sons.
Priyavrata, being requested by Swayambhuva Manu and then Lord Brahma, came home, ruled over the entire Bhumandala very nicely for 25 Chaturyugas or 11 Arbudha years, 11 crore years. So by the way, he married 2 wives. He had 13 children. Out of 13, 3 became Paramamsa Sannyasis. 3 will become the Manus for the future Manvantaras. And 7 remained. So he divided the kingdom into 7 sons. Then, after dividing the kingdom into 7 sons, he went to forest to resume his austerities and bhakti and all. Then he went back to Godhead. After his retirement, how did his sons rule over the kingdom? That is the subject matter. Now, when his father Priyavrata undertook austerities, having gone to forest, having taken to Vanaprastha order, having made his sons as the rulers for the next subsequent years, Agnidra, the first son, who was made as the ruler for Jambudvipa, the first one innermost, following the order of his father, observing the principles of Dharma Avekshamana, completely protected the citizens of Jambudvipa as if they were his own progeny. He is also very nice dharmic king, like the father, like the son. So very nicely protected. Agnidra Abhura principle of Dharma. Yes.
In last chapter, Sumeru mountain bola hai.
Mount Meru in the middle. Yes.
So Sumeru and Meru are the
same.
ऐसा नाम मुझे
Su मतलब good, very good Meru. It is adjective. Meru, Sumeru, Buddhi, Subuddhi. Jnanam, Vijnanam. Swagatam, Suswagatam. In Telugu, they are very famous. Sorry for the inconvenience.
And Guruji,
भूल गए बाद में जब याद आएगा तब पूछो.
गुरुजी अभी दिमाग
चलेगा फिकर मत करो. So that is about Agnidra. Agnidra became the ruler of Jambudvipa and he ruled very nicely according to the principles of Dharma, treating every subject as his own children, like father, like son, very nice gentleman. So next, read the translation. These are all prose only, mostly prose only.
Desiring to get a perfect son and become an inhabitant of Pitraloka, Maharaj Agnidra once worshipped Lord Brahma, the master of those in charge of material creation. He went to a valley of Mandara hill, where the damsels of heavenly planets come down to stroll. There he collected garden flowers and other necessary paraphernalia, and then engaged in severe austerities and worship.
This is the common theme in the Bhagavatam. From third canto onwards, if you remember, you can think of. Kardama, before getting married, being ordered by his father, went to forest and performed austerities. Yes. Then he had a girl to marry with. Lord Vishnu himself arranged their marriage, in one sense. In the fourth canto also we see the 10 prajatas went to perform austerities so that eventually they get married nicely and rule over the kingdom. Like that. That is the general principle. Later on you see in the sixth canto also. Daksha, when he begot 10,000 sons, he sent them go and perform severe austerities nicely so that you get married and get the rule, you can get to rule over the kingdom very nicely. So that is a common principle. Before marriage itself, the boy is supposed to go and perform severe austerities so that he will get a good wife. And hence, both of them will have good children. Purpose of marriage is all to get good wife and good children. How many of nowadays modern youth are practicing this principle?
Exactly opposite.
Exactly opposite.
No austerity.
Not only the youth, but my upbringing and my thing was also like the same.
लेकिन अपने इसको में होता है ना तो
क्या
मतलब
होता है?
गुरुकुल में जो बच्चे रहते हैं
हाँ।
उसको ट्रेन करते हैं नहीं आई डोंट नो द गुरुकुल सिस्टम
पता नहीं, मुझे भी पता
इन
नहीं,
इसको
पता नहीं क्या होता है.
कुछ तो glimpses
Once, desiring sons, the king Agnidra, carrying items of worship, began to worship Lord Brahma by performing severe austerities, tapasya, and concentrated mind, tapasya and dhyana, in a valley where the voice of the devatas used to play. So like that. He went to mountainous area like Himalayas, and there he began to perform severe austerities and also worship Lord Brahma, so that he will get a good wife, so that he will get good children. That was the desire. Desire is not to get good wife, just desire is to get good wife so that he will get good children. Because the kingdom should continue, na? Generation of generation. The kings have this great responsibility. Their marriage is a big, what you can say, they're like they cannot marry anyone and everyone. They need to find out a proper girl from a proper lineage so that the children will be religious and powerful to continue the legacy generation after generation. So that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Huh?
Nowadays, so many things like that.
We need compassionate people like you to educate them.
will send to you will send to you
Carrying items of worship like flowers, desiring sons, he worshipped Lord Brahma in the forest. Understanding Agnidra's desire, the first created being of this universe, Lord Brahma, Bhagavan Adi Purusha, sent him a singer of his assembly, Sadasi Gayantim Apsarasam, named Purvachitti. Understanding the desire of Lord Brahma, desire of Agnidra, Lord Brahma sent one of the Sadasi Gayanti Nam, one of the singer in his assembly, as a wife to Agnidra. See, in one sense, Lord Brahma is Lord Brahma. As yesterday we were discussing that Lord Brahma is also the grandfather of Priyavrata, and he is like great grandson. So there is some family relationship also. So for that he arranged a nice girl so that he can marry her.
of his assembly this is from Brahmaloka
From Brahmaloka he sent
not from
Purvachitta. Not from heaven. She is from directly from Brahmaloka. She is from the assembly of Brahmaloka. क्यों नहीं? Brahmaji is married, na? He is householder.
I thought they are the only couple staying.
Not like that. All the rishis are also married, na? All the rishis stay in upper planetary systems. Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka. Unmarried people are only very few. On fingertips you can count. The four Kumaras are Nardamuni and few more are there. All are married.
Very rare, extinct cases. Not extinct, rare.
Currently the movement is going. That's why you see so many brahmacharis here and there. But otherwise, generally, people, the normal system is to get married and move on in the life.
Even in
Not
our
go against the
parents
flow of the river. It is very difficult to go against the flow of the river. Only few will make a desire to go against. So it's like it's a normal course of wife.
It is also observed that the king. they
Little
are
louder
made-
so that we can record your
It is.
golden words.
It is also observed that the they are made the kings
Mm.
before their marriage also.
No,
So
no. They are made prince before their marriage. Generally, after marriage only they are made kings. Even if to become king also they need to perform yajna. One cannot perform yajna without wife.
Dhruva
Becoming just like,
says-
see, for example, our initiation happens na.
Hmm.
Initiation happens na.
Hmm.
Initiation होने के बाद यज्ञ होता है ना. यज्ञ के बिना initiation complete नहीं होता.
Hmm.
Same way, here somebody supposed to become king, supposed to be married. If not, they will get married soon, immediately. As soon as they become king, they should get married immediately. So it is like that.
Right.
Of course, some exceptions can be there. Dhruva Maharaj's father went immediately because he made a mistake. That's why he left immediately. Otherwise, generally, it's not. Our Parikshit Maharaj, what we are reading in the daily classes, Yudhishthira Maharaj made Parikshit the king and then went to forest. That means he must have married before that only. He was already married, he made a king. So it's like that. Pandavas also, after marrying Draupadi only, they were made kings. Before that, he was the prince, Yuvraj, Telugu. Yeah, they can.
Here,
Yuvraj.
Yeah.
So he'll
here
become
then Agnidra is actually considered as a prince. only.
prince.
Even though Uttamaharaj has given divided all the uh, geographical locations to different people, they did not make him king.
Whom? Prithu or Priyavrata?
Priyavrata.
Yeah, he only made them kings.
So he made them kings,
Ah.
and then Priyavrata Maharaj asked them to actually.
Oh, you are seeing like that. Okay.
Ah.
He made, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it could be exception also. The Priyavrata Maharaj might be in urgency, or Priyavrata Maharaj himself stayed for a long time. Na? 11 अर्बुदा years ना crore years ना कब बेटा बच्चा पैदा हुआ कब क्या हुआ उनको क्या पता तो आगे पीछे होगा तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं. See, both the ways you can accept. Even assume like this. Priyavrata Maharaj made him the king. He went to forest. After becoming king, he went to the forest and performed some austerities and got married and continued rule. No problem. Otherwise, before Priyavrata could go to forest, the Agnidra went to forest and got married and came home. Then he was enthroned and father left. Like that also you can think of. No issue. We don't have the clarity when exactly happened, how. So otherwise, if you see the first translation, when the father Priyavrata undertook austerities, Agnidra, following his order and observing the principles of Dharma, completely protected the citizens as if they were his own progeny. Matlab, here it says that when father went away, he became the king and ruled. But either whether he is married or not married, clearly not mentioned. Next verse. Once desiring sons, once matlab ekada. This ekada is before or after, we don't know. Before the father made him king, he went to the forest to get wife, or after father went, he went to forest to get wife. That is not clear. But in either case, this austerities may not be so long. It may be very quick austerities. Wife only, na? Jaldi mil jayega. Of course, Kardama performed 10,000 years austerities.
I was thinking the
And
same.
also Prachetas also performed 10,000 years austerities. But they also wanted wife, they also wanted bhakti. Both they wanted. But in any case, out of 11 crore years, 10,000 years is how much? Even if he performed austerities for 10,000 years, how much that is? 11 crore years में कुछ है नहीं है, एक छोटा सा ड्रॉप है. So it does not matter. And at the end of this chapter, you see, this fellow also not ordinary person. He also ruled for 2-3 चतुर्युगास. ज्यादा टाइम रूल किया इन्होंने भी, ये भी कम नहीं. तो उतना लंबी समय में थोड़ा टाइम इधर उधर गया तो क्या प्रॉब्लम. See, and nowadays now we see everything like overnight. Now governments are changing overnight. 6 months governments are changing. For us, 6 months is big time. For them, when उनका लाइफ स्पैन देखो, इतना लंबी लाइफ स्पैन में, they are not worried about 1 day, 2 day, 1 year, 2 year, 1 decade, 2 decade, 1 century, 2 century. It's like a momentary time span only. So many times we put our own conceptions into that, difficult to connect. So it is like that. Whether you've gone before or after becoming king, it does not make much difference. So even in his absence also, because these are so powerful kings, no one can challenge them, no one can occupy the throne in his absence. When his ministers, his commander-in-chief, they are also as much as powerful. They will take care in his absence also. So it's not a big thing. But nowadays it's not like that. अभी ये नहीं तो अभी तुरंत ऑक्युपाई करने के लिए रेडी रहते हैं दूसरा लोग. So अभी कलयुग का सिचुएशन completely अलग है.
When it is said they have ruled multiple
चतुर्युगास.
Chaturyugas.
Hmm.
So in all the Kaliyugas of those Chaturyugas also, such kind of dharma used to prevail.
Read Tattva Vichar. Kaliyuga में they don't rule. In Kaliyuga they perform tapasya in Himalayas. No king, no monarch Kaliyuga. Again Satyuga they start ruling. Right now there are two kings, one from Satya, one from Surya dynasty, one from Chandra dynasty. They are performing tapasya in the greater Himalayas. इधर monarch नहीं चलेगा. कलयुग खत्म होने के बाद कल की आने के बाद कलयुग टू सत्य को ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन होगा. जब वो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन होगा, जब then they will come out of the mystic yoga, then they get married, they beget children and they rule. Then religious governance will go on. कलयुग में नहीं होगा. अभी ये कलयुग में नहीं हो रहा है ना, वैसा हर एक कलयुग में नहीं होगा. Same principle applies. So in that way. So during Kali-yuga they will be doing in mystic trance. थोड़ा तपस्या करेंगे. From Chandra Vamsha it is Devapi, elder brother of Satya, who is the Shantanu. Shantanu's elder brother. Same case, both of them went to Gurukul. The younger brother returned, became the king. Elder brother बाद में आया, पूछा था Bhratashri, I mean I'm supposed to be the king. So younger brother was thinking what to do. I mean, I'm already settled. I'm already setting so many things. How can I get away with this? So the minister said, "You don't worry, we will take care of the matter." So they asked him to do some debate, some verbal discussion. So in that discussion, they put him in a checkmate condition, so that he had to offend Vedas. He had to criticize the Vedas in that debate. Because they said that the judge said that you are criticizing the Vedas, you are not qualified to be king. Then he said, okay, some to kuch to golmal hoega. He went back to forest again. Since then he's performing austerities. And Shantanu continued ruling over the kingdom. Shantanu married Satyavati and then children came. Na? Oh, Shantanu, unka bhai. From Surya Vamsha there is a king known as Maru. He is in the line of Lal Rama only. Kusha dynasty only comes. So he is performing austerities now in the Himalayas. So once Kali-yuga ends, both of them will come. Surya Vamsha, Chandra Vamsha, both will start. Continue. इसलिए बार बार बोल रहा हूँ, तत्व विचार पढ़ो करके. हाँ, विचार रहेगा, विचार करेगा तो तत्व मिलेगा. What was the 9th verse of the 4th chapter भगवद गीता? हाँ, बाद में. बाद में. If you want third line, you have to do first and second lines. तत्वतः. किसका तत्वतः? जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम. So where do you get the janma and karma in तत्वतः? हाँ, हाँ, वही इसलिए भागवत तो विचार पढ़ने का. So it's like that. Okay, please read the translation.
Started but again this exams came.
वो आता रहेगा. चलो.
The Apsaras and by Lord Brahma began.
Little louder. We have some prasadam for you, so we'll give you in the break time.
Thank you.
Yeah, please.
The Apsaras and by Lord Brahma began strolling in a beautiful park near the place where the king was meditating and worshipping. The park was beautiful because of its dense green foliage and golden creepers. There were pairs of varied birds such as peacocks, and in a lake there were ducks and swans, all vibrating in sweet sounds. Thus the park was magnificently beautiful because of the foliage, the clear water, the lotus flowers, and the sweet singing of the various kinds of birds.
You people had a habit of reading novels in your childhood, some novels and all.
Yes.
Some poetry, some novels.
I was forced to read.
Because novels have the poetic description of the scene, so the scenery, so much poetically described. If at all you are thinking that you are missing something, this chapter is there for you. A lot of poetic description is there. In the Bhagavatam, there is one place there the description comes. In the 11th canto, Uddhava Gita only. Veda Brahmartha Vishayas, Trikanda Vishaya ime. Veda Brahman, Veda Brahmatma Vishayas, Trikanda Vishaya ime. That means the Vedas describe or present the understanding of Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan in 3 sections: Karma Kanda, Jnana Kanda, and Upasana Kanda. Okay? Parokshawada Rushaya, Paroksha Mamacha Priya. But they do not do directly, they do indirectly. The Vedas are meant to describe the Supreme Lord. Vedesha Sarve, the purpose of reading the Vedas is to understand the Supreme Lord. That means they are supposed to tell us so that we will understand. But they tell about the Supreme Lord Parokshawada, indirectly. They don't say directly. They never say directly. Most to probability, they talk about karma only. Small sections talk about jnana. Very small sections talk about yoga. Very, 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 very small sections of Vedas talk about bhakti. So bhakti is kept very hidden in the Vedas. That's why Lord Krishna tells in the 9th chapter of second Bhagavad Gita, 2nd verse. बस उतना काफी है. Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam. Ananya Bhakti is Rajavidya, best among all the educations. That's what is kept secretly. It is not revealed so obviously. But Lord Krishna speaking to Arjuna, he talks about that Bhakti openly in Bhagavad Gita. But still it is secret. Without Acharya's commentaries, we don't understand about that Bhakti clearly. That's why though Bhakti is presented here and there, it is presented secretly. Especially in the Vedas, it is as if it is not there only. That's why the Vedic followers, for them Bhakti, what Bhakti? Karma. Verse number 40 of chapter 2. 40, that one?
42 is.
42, I think. What is that 42? Loudly, 4 दीवार collapse होना चाहिए.
यामिमा पुष्पितां वाचं प्रवदन्ति
अविपश्चितः
वेदवाद तथा पार्थ नान्यत् अस्ति.
थोड़ा सा ग्रामेटिकली बोलना है. याम इमाम पुष्पितां वाचां प्रवदन्ति अविपश्चिता वेदवाद रथ पार्थ न अन्यत् अस्ति इति वादिना. The Vedavad Artha says that there is nothing more than this in the Vedas. The Vedas teach us only this only. What is that? Kamatmana Sargapara. The one and only desire one should cultivate is to go to Sarga. Kamatmana Sargapara. The ultimate highest destiny is only Sarga, nothing more than that. Why? In Sarga there is so much Bhoga and Aishwarya. Bhoga Aishwarya Gatimpati. The purpose of performing all the Vedic rituals is to get Bhoga and Aishwarya. Where do you get it full extent? In Sarga. Kriya Vishesha Bahulam. With that understanding, they perform so many ritualistic ceremonies. What is the 4th line? So then second line क्या है?
क्रिया विशेष.
Second line.
कामात्मा ने सब बोला.
वो तो फर्स्ट पहले वर्ष. जन्म कर्म फलप्रदम. क्रिया विशेष बहुलम जन्म कर्म फलप्रदम. So they perform so much endeavor in performing so many Vedic rituals in order to get this phala of their karma. This is the normal understanding of the Vedas. Okay? But bhakti is kept secretly. Because Lord also wants bhakti should be spoken indirectly. Because many people are not ready for bhakti. So bhakti should be spoken indirectly. Why I am telling all these things?
To go to 11th canto.
No. Why? Because just like the Supreme Lord likes things to be told in a indirect way, just like the Vedic sages like Vasudev talked about bhakti in an indirect way, like that, women also likes to be glorified indirectly. When the men and women are talking to each other, or to be more precise, the boy and girl are talking to each other, they always talk in an indirect way. They don't talk directly because they like indirect glorification. Same way here, Agnidra will be speaking indirectly to Purvachiti in order to impress her.
Indirect
Ah.
cases.
So somebody who read this chapter ना, they will be bewildered. ये क्या है भागवत में, ये सब क्या है, क्या चल रहा है भागवत में, ऐसा कैसे कैसे आ सकता है description. But this is not natural. When boy and girl are about to get married or getting married, just got married, they need some privacy. They need to discuss some inspiring words to each other. Those words generally even today also you can observe. They always speak in a indirectly. Sometimes they seems to be scolding each other. That is actually, of course, sometimes they actually scold also. But when generally when they are in affection to each other, the scolding also is kind of expression of love. So in that way, in order to impress her, he is going to speak something. Seems to be what exactly is speaking. Is he really aware? Is a sane man? You can also get idea like that. But he knows everything very well. In order to impress her, because she is not an ordinary person, she is coming from Satyaloka. He has to impress her. He is a Bhuloka person, she is a Satyaloka person. So there should be equality should be there. So in order to impress her, he will speak in a all what we can say poetic terminology uses. He uses all indirect speech. So don't get bewildered. Let us read through. We will not discuss so much, but we will read through and just move on. But this is the purport is behind that one.
What is it, 11th campus shloka which she quoted from?
Veda Brahmartha Vishayas, three Kanda Vishayame. Shloka number I don't know. You can type this in the folio, you will get it. From 21st chapter, this shloka is from.
Veda?
Brahmartha Vishayas, three Kanda Vishayame. Paroksha Vada Rushaya, Paroksha Mamacha Priya. You can type Paroksha, that word only comes once or twice in the entire 11th canto. The Apsara, she came down from Satyaloka, began wandering about the exquisite garden of the hermitage, where he was performing severe austerities in the forest, which had a lake of pure water full of lotuses. There is a lotus pond, spring season, which resounded with the various cries of water hens. There are so many water cuckoos, water birds, caravandas, and swans, awakened by the notes of the couples of land birds. The water birds are singing and dancing, and the land birds are making musical notes, musical sounds. Couples of land birds perched on golden creepers. They were moving on the golden creepers, creepers which are looking like the gold color, which embraced various trees having dense foliage. This is the poetic description of the scenery. The place where he is performing austerities is filled with water lakes, water birds, and green grasses, plants, creepers, and the land birds. All these things are there. It is a pleasant environment, spring season. And suddenly the lady came here while he is performing tapasya. Brahma did not appear. He did not tell that Vasta, get up. You are performing ashes for your wife. So here is your wife. That did not happen. Just the girl came. Many times the sages are also performing austerities. Brahma sends an Apsara. That's not Brahma. Indra sends an Apsara in order to disturb their tapasya. From our point of view. But from Indra's point of view, Indra want to test them, how strong they are in their performance of tapasya. He sends a girl. Let me see whether he is bewildered by the girl or he is still determined to continue to practice tapasya. That is Indra's test.
So they want to help us or they want to?
No help. They want to test us. They want to conduct the exam and evaluate. Pass करने का. Sudden surprise exam that is. That is not pre-planned exam. Questions are not given. Suddenly exam comes. One does not know that is exam or something else is happening. Those who pass, they become victorious. Those who fail, they become subjected to.
तो अभी आता है ना कुछ स्कूल में जैसे कि वैसे आज एग्जाम होते हैं उसको कौन सा एग्जाम बोलते हैं? सरप्राइज टेस्ट।
सरप्राइज टेस्ट, वो भी सरप्राइज टेस्ट है। सो ऐसा, तो इनके लिए भी सरप्राइजली आ गए। She began to wander about the garden of the hermitage. In that green looking garden, she suddenly came and began to wander in front of our Agnidra. The hermitage had lakes full of lotuses and resounded with various cries of water birds, which were awakened by the notes of pairs of land birds sitting on golden creepers, embracing the trunks of various trees and dense foliage. Surrounding area का description आ गया. Then what happened? Did you see her or not? Please read the translation.
As Purvati passed by on the road in a very beautiful style and mood of her own, the pleasing ornaments on her ankles tinkled with her every step. Although Prince Agnidra was controlling his senses, practicing yoga with half-open eyes, he could see her with his lotus-like eyes, and when he heard the sweet tinkling of her bangles, he opened his eyes slightly more and could see that she was just nearby.
So when she was walking, the jingling sound is coming. Hearing the jingling ornaments sounding at every step as she moved her body and walked forward with graceful movements, he opened his eyes. Agnidra opened his eyes, hearing those jingling sound. Even Vishwamitra also hearing the jingling sound of Menaka opened his eyes. As a result, Satyavati was born. Same Satyavati who married Shantanu, which were half closed because of his samadhi and saw her. Previously, the eyes were half closed. Huh? Vishwamitra and Menaka. Sorry. Shakuntala. Not Satyavati. Shakuntala. Satyavati was the daughter of Uparachara Vasu, another king, Masiraj, whose son is King Virata. So, in that way. Yeah, Shakuntala. Thank you. So, it's like that. He was in Samadhi in one sense, but hearing the jingling sound, he opened full. Previously, it was half closed. Now, it's full open. The movements of her body and her footsteps as she walked gracefully attracted him. So, next. Prabhupada, in every purport, he talks about how the male-female attraction is so strong. In one's presence, others get attracted to her like anything. It's like fire and butter analogy. Prabhupada keeps speaking in all the purports.
Like a honeybee, the Apsaras smelled the beautiful and attractive flowers. She could attract the minds and the vision of both humans and demigods by her playful movements. Her shyness and humility, her glances, the very pleasing sounds that poured from her mouth as she spoke, and the motion of her limbs. By all these qualities, she opened for Cupid, who bears an arrow of the flowers, a path of oral reception into the minds of men. When she spoke, nectar seemed to flow from her mouth. As she breathed, the bees, mad for the taste of her breath, tried to hover about her beautiful lotus-like eyes. Disturbed by the bees, she tried to move hastily. But as she raised her feet to walk quickly, her hair, the belt on her hips, and her breasts, which were like water jugs, also moved in a way that made her extremely beautiful and attractive. Indeed, she seemed to be making a path for the entrance of the Cupid, who is most powerful. Therefore, the prince, completely subdued by seeing her, spoke to her as follows.
So now, as she smelled various flowers like a bee, she gave an entrance of Cupid, because the atmosphere is like that of spring season. And now she saw a male person, and the male person also saw her. That made a way to Cupid to enter their hearts. So she became attracted to him, and she gave an entrance of Cupid into men's minds by her limbs, her soft words, her glance, her humility, her shyness, and her playful movements, which gave joy to the eyes of men and devatas. She was so beautiful that anyone who could see her became so attracted to her. Even there was a story that when the two demons, Chanda and Upashunda, Sunna and Upasunda, They performed severe austerities to Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma was pleased. What do you want? We want immortality. But that is not possible. You ask immunity from anybody else. They said that we want immunity from everyone else except ourselves. There is only one way we can be killed is by killing each other. Because they are so trustworthy that we will never fight with each other. So then they began to trouble all the great sages, devatas, brahmanas, everyone. So everyone petitioned to Brahma. And Brahma thought that what to do. How to create a dissension among them. They are so thick friends. Then Brahma requested all the devatas, if you want to solve this problem, please give the piety from everyone, like a till. Till kitna rehta hai? Chota chota. Like everyone, all of you will give one small fraction of the piety. With the piety of all of ours, we will create a woman who will do our service. So then they gave their piety. All the piety combined to the transformed into a beautiful woman. Her name is Tilottama. Okay. तिल 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 पुण्य सब लोग दे दिया, सब मिलके तिलोत्तमा आ गया. So at least in the Mahabharata it says that when Tilottama appeared, because she was the creation of all the assembled devatas, she was circumambulating, she was told what to do. She accepted the service and she was circumambulating all of them to do a service of creating distinction between Shunda and Upasunda. While she was doing parikrama, Brahma was in the middle. Brahma wanted to see her. She was so beautiful. So because of which Brahma got 4 heads in 4 directions. So when she is in the front, he could see. When she goes this side, in order to see her, he manifests another 1 head. When she goes behind, manifests another head. When she is this side, manifests another head. So Brahma did not move his head here and there. He is a great person. If he moves like this, it will not be good. Already एक बार ऐसे किया था, उनका डॉक्टर के पीछे भागा था, सब लोग डांट रहे थे. So और एक बार करेगा तो उनका करके महाभारत ऐसा बोलते हैं.
So this had are manifested. Can
हाँ.
they not be unmanifested? Kind of thing. Yes.
Unmanifested भी हो सकता है, but see, this is a pastime like that they mentioned. It is just to it is not to criticize Brahma, but it is to glorify Tilottama's beauty. So it's like that. So Brahma manifested 4 heads only. That is nothing. Indra manifested eyes all over his body. He wanted to see her, like what you can say, 1,000 times more than what he can see with the 2 eyes. So he manifested eyes all over, so that wherever she was doing parikrama, he could see her with multiple eyes. So that was the beauty of Tilottama. It's not to say that, okay, Indra is so lusty, want to see a beautiful woman, not like that. Her beauty is so much, even persons like Brahma and Indra also wanted to see her beauty with multiple heads and multiple eyes. We should see it like that. Because she was so beautiful, that's why she could create dissension between Shunda and Upanda. Otherwise, the ordinary woman could not have created that. For them, ordinary woman actual, आपने तो कोई और मिलेगा जो. But she's so beautiful, they cannot find an alternative for her. So for her sake, they are ready to do anything. They fought among themselves to marry her. Because she said, I only marry one person, I cannot marry 2 people. तो आप लोग डिसाइड करो, आप दोनों में कोई भी मैरी करना चाहते तो. So both are telling, hey, she is your sister-in-law like mother. Other one is telling that she is your sister-in-law, she is like your daughter. Elder brother, younger brother, telling like that. Then they fought among themselves, both killed each other. Okay. Matter closed. So like that, these heavenly ladies are so beautiful that their beauty attracts one and all. So here she is also so beautiful. As she was walking, everyone gets attracted, even devatas gets attracted. Then what to speak of Agnidra? Her beauty, her charming glances already sent forth the cupid arrows into the mind of Agnidra. He is already captivated by her charming beauty. That is what indirectly indicates saying that her beauty is so much. Even what to speak of that, even Devoti ka beauty ka bhi varna aaya tha na? Yaad hai kya? Devahuti's beauty is so much that Gandharvas while flying in the airplane, when Devahuti was playing on the top of the palace, looking at beauty, he fell down from his seat within the Vimana. That was the beauty. So there were beautiful ladies in the past. Not now, not people nowadays, they say that beauty is increasing every year, every generation after generation. There are surveys saying that the beauty is increasing generation after generation. Beauty of the people. That's why there are so many contests, there are so many things. But in the past also there were so many beautiful people, but they never displayed beauty outside openly. Huh?
Beauty keeps on increasing the generation.
That's what the doctors say outside.
The cosmetic.
Whatever cosmetics, whatever it is,
What is the basis of their
because see, culturally, if you see, also many people, this is a question always. In the past, now people were shabbily dressed, very meager dressed. The dressing sense is very, very, very meager in the past. Nowadays, the dressing style is increasing. So many things are increasing. The women also, their beauty is being propagated all over. Previously, there was not so much discussion about beauty of the woman. Nowadays, it is so much created, I find. So, Dr. Survey said that the generation, the beauty is increasing. The previous generation, men and women are very, very, very sada sida. Now, people are like looking very handsome and beautiful. So, like that, there is articles on that. The beauty is increasing generation after generation, like that. There are articles. It's not that in the past there was no beauty. In the past also there was beauty, but it was not so popularized.
even not not in the spiritual way, outside circles also, how will they actually admit this?
No, in one sense it is true.
How?
How means?
It is not just by dressing sense when its beauty is actually distinguished. No?
Then by what sense?
Oh,
By what
okay,
sense?
sir, so
From outside context, what is the understanding of beauty? From outside context, what is understanding of beauty?
No,
Physical beauty only.
No, even the physical beauty also.
Ah.
It is not just the dressing sense which actually makes.
The dressing sense will enhance that beauty.
Hmm. It's a relative perception.
So,
It's not. It doctors are saying about it. I'm not saying.
we cannot say guilty because we are not in US generation. नहीं ऐसा भी है ना bro जी? We are
They
not
also are actually.
See, one sense that is also true. In the past, now people are doing hard work. They were going out of sun, and everyone, men and women, are working very hard, and they are not so much worried about the physical beauty. But nowadays, the children are pampered so much. They are taking care of their bodies very fragile, very diligently, and then they are looking beautiful. It's like that. The tenderness of the body, beauty of the body is increasing every generation after generation. That's what they say. And they are also trying to increase that beauty by inventing new inventions. It's happening. It's the modern, what you can say, research activity, research area. You are engineer, you are not doctor. What do you know? आप तो रॉकेट साइंस वाला है, आपको रॉकेट भेजना हो तो उसमें चले गया आपका माइंड. इधर जमीन पे क्या चल रहा है आपको क्या पता है? जो भी है. So it's like that. Basically, she is beautiful in that sense, like others. Her belt, braids, and part-like breasts moved about as she walked quickly in fear of the swarms of bees, which were intoxicated by the fragrance which flowed from her mouth like nectar when she suddenly spoke with a laugh. As she was walking, some bees were following after her. So just to escape from the bees, she was running. And while running, she was laughing also. She was also shouting. She was also speaking. Some sound she was making. He appeared to be stunned, but this was imitation, showing his skillfulness. So when she was running, okay, she began to make some sounds. Maybe help me, help me, help me. Shoo, 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 go away, go away, go away, leave me, leave me, leave me, something like that. So just like the devatas and men are attracted to her, Agnidra also became attracted to her. That shows that says that he appeared to be stunned, but this was imitation, showing his skillfulness. He will speak in such a way, in an indirect way, as if he don't know anything, but that is the skillfulness of his words. He is not an ordinary person, she is not an ordinary person. In order to impress her, he cannot speak ordinary words. He has to speak accordingly. That will be present in the upcoming verses. She had a belt braids, and part-like breasts which moved as she walked quickly out of fear. When surrounded by swarms of bees, intoxicated by the fragrance, as she spoke with a laugh, which was like the sweet nectar flowing from her mouth. He says that when she spoke, that speech produced fragrance that attracted the bees, and bees are following after her, thinking the nectar is here. So that is the nature of her.
It is a verbatim understanding, or that is a poetic.
Verbatim only. He will speak poetic words later on. She made a door for Cupid to enter the minds of men. So by this entire scene, she created disturbance in the heart of Agnidra. Becoming bewildered and seeing her, he speaks the next 10 verses. Verse number 7 to 16 is the response to the sight to which Agnidra was exposed to. Asking who she is, he is confused. He indicates that he does not know the difference between a man and a woman since he has been practicing austerity since childhood. Now we will speak in such a way that as if since immediately after birth he came to the forest and is performing austerities, he never encountered a man and woman. Meaning he never encountered a woman. He does not know the difference between man and woman. Like that he speaks. There was one more person also, one more brahmachari like that, who does not know the difference between man and woman. Who was that? Whose son is he?
He wanted to actually practice brahmacharya.
No. His father.
His father, he but he could not.
Vidambaka, something like that. 3 words only. Vidamba, something, da, ba, it comes. So what happened? He married. His wife left him as soon as the child is born. Thinks that he married a Apsara somehow. He got a son delivered. The lady left. Then he thought that there is no problem in marrying. Marriage के बाद ladies leave like जा रहे. They are not taking care of the children. I don't want my son to get married. I don't want my son to make that mistake ever after. So he kept his son in the forest only. Never exposed his son to a girl. He remained a brahmachari for long time. In the nearby kingdom, the Raja was the... Who was the Raja? Krishna. So there was a akal for 12 years. Then the Brahmana said that if the Rishishringa's feet touches this land, there will be rains. But his father does not allow him to come to city, where men and women are both are there. He does not want to show the woman to his son. Then how to bring him? He should come on his own. That is possible if he is allured. So the king sends some ladies dressed like men, and they go and they give him sweet meat, they embrace him, they touch him, they play with him. First time he is touching the female body, he got attracted to it. And they said that we have come for picnic, we are going back. And he asked, where from you came? We came from this place. They told the entire pathway. So they went back. In the night, he could not get the sleep. Next day morning, he also went to city. As soon as he went to city, there was rain. Then eventually the father Brahmana understood there is a mistake. He came to the king city to curse the king. But the king himself came and fell flat. And he told that, please accept my daughter in marriage to your son. So a destiny है तो मैं क्या करूँ? I cannot go against destiny करके. He allowed his son to get married with Shanta. Shanta was the elder sister of Lord Ram. So he also never came in touch with girl. He does not know the difference. So now he is skillfully speaking as if he does not know the distinction between male and female. That's what his verses, his words will say. का त्वं चिकीर्षसि चातिं मुनिवर्य शैले मायासि कापि भगवत्परदेवताया विज्जे बिभर्षि धनुषी सुहृदात्मनोर्ते किं वा मृगान् मृगयसे विपिने प्रमत्तान्. Who are you? Katvam. Oh, best of the sages, Munivarya. See, this word itself, he is asking her as a Munivarya, as if he does not know the difference between men and women. He is, of course, in one sense, he knows everything, but he's speaking like that just to impress her, just to attract her. Indirect speech. No, Parakshavada. Indirectly. Who are you, best of the sages? What do you want to do at this mountain? I came here to perform austerities. Instead of performing austerities, what are you doing walking here and there? What do you want to do in the forest, in the lonely forest? You are carrying two bows without bowstring. He is telling like that. You are carrying two bows without bowstring. Oh friend, what use are they? Why are you carrying both the bows? Are you hunting inattentive animals in the forest? Are you hunting the inattentive animals with the two bows? This is a poetic description. You see the meaning. What he is saying actually. Oh, best of the sages, are you staying here like me to perform austerities? But then he thought for a moment, why does she bewilder me if she is a sage like me? I am a sage. If he is also sage, why I am bewildered by looking at him? That doubt, indirectly. Then he thought that she was Maya of the Supreme Lord, Paradevata Bhagavan, who had come in the form of a sage, seeing her eyebrows. Because he heard stories in the past that whenever some sage performs austerities, Indra sends Maya in the form of Ramba, Orosi, Menaka, Tilottama, etc. to bewilder the sages. I am bewildering. Are you a sage or somebody else or Maya's expansion to bewilder me? Seeing her two eyebrows, he then said, you are carrying two bows without bowstrings. Our eyebrows are so big, looking at them, he said that, why are you carrying the two bows without bowstring and without arrows? Oh friend, why have you done this? What use are they? Why are you carrying both the bows? What is the purpose of them? What are you going to do? Are you going to hunt the animals? He said that. Are you hunting the inattentive animals in the forest? The deeper meaning of this is that he himself is like an animal which she is hunting. Just by her glance, she bewildered him. So, in order to tell that, he is telling that you are carrying those two bows so that you can hunt the inattentive animals. So, this is the poetic language. This is how he is trying to impress her. On seeing her glance, he speaks. Now he glorified eyebrows. Then the eyes, he will glorify the eyes. Bhana vimau bhagavata shatapatra patrao santao apun karuchirao atitigmadantao kasmai yuyungshasai tatmai yungshasi vane vicharanna vidma क्षेमाय नो जडदियां तव विक्रमोस्तु. You have two languid arrows with lotus petal feathers. Now he says that you have two shaft arrows with lotus petal feathers with no shafts. There is only arrow. That means only tip is there, पीछे feather is there. बीच में shaft नहीं. Special arrow. Glance or glance itself with the arrow. So in that way. Okay. I do not know whom you will shoot in this forest. He already shooted. He was already shooted. But still he is asking that, whom you want to shoot in this forest? With your arrows, two sharp arrows, without shaft in between. May your prowess be auspicious for me, who have no intelligence. If you shoot with the arrows, I may be killed. May your prowess be auspicious for me, with who have no intelligence. I am not your enemy. So I hope you will not kill me. So like that he is telling. Let me have auspiciousness by your glance. Indirectly telling, that is also one meaning. So may your glance attract me. Let me have auspiciousness of having you as my wife. In that way. You have 2 arrows with lotus petal feathers, languid because of coquetry, without shafts, and with very beautiful sharp arrowheads. May your prowess be auspicious for me. This means that if you shoot me, I will not live because of the pain of the arrows piercing me. Till now, I was in a normal, peaceful demeanor performing austerities. But if you shoot me, my mind will be attracted to you. I cannot remain in a sane condition. I'll become mad after your beauty. Something like that. Like that is telling. This is about her glances, which are like the 2 arrows. 2 eyes are there, na? There are 2 glances in that sense. Seeing the bees surrounding her out of greed for her fragrance, he speaks. Because the bees are following her, na? When she opened her mouth and spoke something, the water droplets came out of her mouth, looks like nectar, and the bees are after that. And he glorifies the bees and also her. Shishya ime bhagavata paritapatanti gayanti samasarahasya majasramisham yusmashika vilulita suksumano bivrushti sarve bhajanti rishigan iva veda shaka. He says about the bees. These disciples surrounding you, he's telling that, oh Munivarya, you have a lot of disciples who are following after you. They do not want to stay away from you. Something like that. These disciples surrounding you are singing the powerful, confidential Samaveda constantly. Whatever humming sound they are making is telling that your disciples are so expert at singing the verses of Samaveda. You are so great. Your disciples are singing Samaveda verses means you are so great. So like that. Glorifying.
These are not brahmachari disciples.
Uh-huh.
This was what be brahmachari disciples. In sense, when Guru comes, disciple sings. वैसा type में.
Okay, जो भी है. I mean, previously, disciples means Gurukul students, na? Their disciples means Gurukul students only. Gurukul students to brahmachari se na? Sab. Not our age people. Gurukul boys. As sages serve the branches of the Vedas, your disciples are serving the flowers falling from your hair. Matlab, the disciples are always eager to take the uchishta of the Guru and do the homework every day. Whatever Guru says, the disciple will do it every day. So like that, when she is running, the flowers are falling from her head and the disciples are catching those flowers, eager to get the nectar from them. So like that. The bees are compared to disciples and they are glorified. Vacham param charana panjaratittiranam Brahman arupamukaram shrunavama tubhyam labda kadamba ruchirang kavitam kabimbe yasyam alata paridhi kvachaval kalamte. O Brahmana, I hear the loud sounds of invisible partridges. Titri is partridge. Encaged around your ankles. I hear the loud sounds of the invisible partridges encaged around your ankles. When she is walking, her anklets are making sound. He is telling that I hear the sounds of partridge birds, titri birds around your anklets. It is actually anklet sound. He is telling it as the partridge sound. The birds are moving next to your feet. You are so great. So something like that. Your rounded hips are glowing like yellow kadamba flower around which you are wearing a circle of glowing coal. Glowing coal. Where is your bark clothing? He is wearing tree bark. She is wearing silken garments. And is telling that, why are you not wearing tree bark clothes? So indirectly, if you are a Munivarya, you are supposed to be wearing tree bark, but you are wearing some a circle of glowing coal. Red color, saffron colored clothing she is wearing. Not exactly saffron, but something like that, silken cloth. So he's asking that, oh, why are you wearing red coal? You should wear tree bark. So something like that. Relishing the sound of her ankle bells, he speaks. I assume there are two partridges encaged on your 2 feet to give you bliss. Since I hear their loud voices, though they are invisible to me, though I am not able to see, but it seems that two birds are tied to your feet, and as you walk, they are making wonderful sound. I'm able to hear the sound, but I'm not able to see the birds. They are mystic birds. You are so mystic personality. In that way. Oh Brahmana, this is manifested because of your great power of yoga arising from austerity. Then she says, relishing the beauty of her thin yellow cloth, this is yellow cloth, around her waist, he speaks. It is astonishing that your blackish hips have become yellow like the kadamba flower. So like that, telling. Because when a sage comes to forest, they become black because they are exposed to sun always. Under the sun, keeping fire on 4 directions, they perform austerities. Prutu Maharaj ka section mein yaad hai to, he was sitting in the middle and putting fire in all 4 directions above the sun. So in the hot sun, they were performing austerities. He said, he's telling like that. The sages, the great munis, they perform severe austerities under the sun. Eventually, they become black. So on a black body, you are wearing yellow kadamba flower. So like that. She is not black, but he's telling that your black body is covered by the yellow kadamba flower like clothing. You are supposed to be wearing tree bark. Where is gone? Where it is gone? Looking at our jeweled belt, he speaks. On your hips is a circle of embers. You are performing incense penances. Where is your garment made of tree bark? In bewilderment, you have left your covering on your hermitage in your hermitage. Seems that you forgot to wear your tree bark clothing. Where did you leave it? Where did you forget? So like that is glorifying her indirectly. Continues. Kim samvratam ruchirayorudvijashrungayoste madde krusho vasi yatra drishi stirame pankoruna suraviratma visana idrak yena shramam subagame surabhi karosi. Here he says that, O Brahmana, O Dvija, O twice-born Brahmana, what are you holding in the two beautiful hands in your chest? You are very thin at the waist, and with difficulty you are carrying them. I am seeing that, O fortunate one, on the two hands there is fragrant red mud which is perfuming my hermitage. What he is saying is, seeing her breast, he speaks, O Brahmana, what valuable jewels are within those two hands, which you cover up on seeing me. Seeing that there is some valuable jewels are there, that's why you are covering by seeing me. Though you are a Brahmana, you are carrying the two hands on your chest, and within them you are holding some attractive objects. Since you carrying them with difficulty, though you are very thin at the waist, very difficulty you are carrying. Seeing the kunkuma on her breast, he speaks, on your two hands you have some mud, fragrant and red from some lake. So in the past, they were not having water bottles like this to carry the water. Instead, they used to make bottles from han, goat han, or some wild animals han. or in the villages they would make bottles from bottle gourd. सोरकाय, दूधी लौकी, उसको ड्राई करने के बाद ऊपर होल करके अंदर सब सामान निकलेगा तो बाटल जैसा बन जाएगा. उसको कैरी करते थे फील्ड में जाने के लिए, बाटल जैसा. So he is telling like that. What valuable jewels you kept in the two hands? You are carrying them on your chest. Like that he is glorifying. And then looking at the kunkuma, he is telling that, why are you smeared this mud, red color mud, which is very fragrant, which is spread all over on the two hands. So like that. Lokam pradarshaya suruttamatavakam me yatra jayitta murasa vayavau apurvau asmad vedasya mana unnayano bibarti Bhavaddutam sarasarasa sudhadivaktre. Oh, good friend, show me your country where people have such astonishing limbs attached to their chest, which are attractive to persons like me. No, it seems that they are not ants. Instead, they are part of their body. Have not seen such kind of people. Can you tell me from which kingdom you are coming? Can you please show me other people who are like you, who are very beautiful to look at? Something like that. Those people hold very astonishing nectar arising from words in their mouths and have beauty on their lips. I have not come across sages like you who are very beautiful to look at. So can you tell me which kingdom you are coming from, and can you show me people like you? So like that is asking. But these are not Hans. When she said, in answer he says that the persons of that place carries two astonishing limbs on his chest, which attract the minds of persons like me. If they are not ants, what are they? She said they are part of my body only. Then he said that I have not seen people like that. So which country do you belong to? Please show me. Which country? Please show me other people also in your country. Something like that. The person of your country also carries something also astonishing in the mouth. Nectar from sweet words and the beauty of the lips. So ऐसा लोगों को मैं कदर देखा नहीं. Can you please show me other people from your same country? The word Adi indicates the fragrant honey of her smile and joking. So in that way. Kavatma vrittiradhanad davirangavati Vishnu kalasi animishon makarau chakarnau Udvignamina yugalam vijapankti sochir Asanna brunganikaram sara inmukam te. What is the means of substance of the people of your country? How do the people of your country are survived, maintained? Because your bodies are so beautiful, so attractive to Nocturian. Our bodies are very dark and very hard, and we are working very hard here to maintain. Oh sage, because of your chewing, the fragrance of the sacrifice is coming here. He's telling that because of your chewing, you are chewing some betel nut. The fragrance, it is like when you are performing yajna, what kind of aroma goes around? The ghee, when it is burned by the sacrificial fire, the special aroma comes. Camphor, ghee, everything. So your entire atmosphere looks like a performance of yajna. The fragrance coming from your chewing betel. You are a portion of Vishnu. You seems to be a portion of Vishnu. Vishnu Kala Asi. You are so beautiful, so fragrant, looks like you are expansion of Vishnu. You have two Makara earrings which shine continuously. How can you say I am Vishnu? I am looking like Vishnu because you are holding two Makara Kundal. You have a face like a lake with two restless fishes. Your eyes are constantly moving here and there. Your face looks like a water lake and with the two fishes which are moving constantly here and there. The two rows of shining teeth are like two rows of fans. The lake filled with two fans. Surrounded by locks of hair like the swarms of bee. Your hair is like so many bees which are trying to find out nectar from the lotus flowers coming out of the lake. This is the beauty of the face as described. Noticing the astonishing fragrance emanating from her chewing betel nut, she speaks. By chewing betel, the fragrance of the sacrifice comes here. Adanat Bahiranga Bhati. You maintain your life without eating, since you are a portion of Lord Vishnu. It seems that you don't eat roots and fruits. You are maintained without eating any material things, because you are a portion of Vishnu, you don't have to eat anything. You are self-sustained, something like that. Lord Vishnu does not need to eat. Shruti says, Anasanam Anyo Abhichashakasti. The Lord looks at the jiva without eating. You remember the two birds on the pipal tree? What they are doing?
One is witnessing, one is enjoying.
What they are doing? How he is enjoying?
Fruits of his own actions.
पिपल ट्री में अलग अलग फ्रूट्स है. एक बर्ड ब्रांच से ये ब्रांच में जा रहा है, फ्रूट खा रहा है, ये ब्रांच में जा रहा है, फ्रूट खा रहा है, दूसरा ब्रांच जा रहा है. इज गोइंग फ्रॉम वन ब्रांच टू अदर ब्रांच ईटिंग द फ्रूट्स. Enjoying or suffering, we don't know. It is eating fruits. And दूसरा bird is simply waiting. It is not eating the fruits. The second bird is not interested in the fruits. It is simply waiting. That's why the word is used. Anashanam, anashanam, anyo, abhi. Chakasi. Actually, abhi, ichakasi. So basically, the first bird is busy eating the fruits. The second bird not eating anything. Anashan, ashnami. And matlab eating. Anashan also kind of, it is not eating. Ashnam. Ashnan. Anashnan. Sorry. Anashnan. Ashnan. It is not eating. So Lord Vishnu does not eat what we eat generally. So you are also not eating what we eat. So looks like you are expansion of Vishnu. So in that way, it's glorifying her, comparing her with Vishnu. You have signs of Lord Vishnu. You have two Makara earrings made of jewels which shine continuously without blinking. What are the other signs of Vishnu? The Makara Kundal. In your face, which is like a lake, are two agitating fishes of your eyes, and two rows of brilliant teeth like swans, with locks of hair like a swarm of bees. So your entire face is like the lake, in which there are two fishes constantly moving here and there, and then two hamsas, which are located at one place, and also so many swarms of bees, the curly hair. So like that is glorifying her. Yoso tvaya karasaro patango dikshu brahman brahmata e jayate kshini me muktam nate smarasi vaktra jatavarutam kashto nilo harati lampata esha nivim. The ball struck by your lotus hand, which moves in all directions, agitates my eyes. Though I am already bewildered, but still, the ball with which you are playing increases the agitation of my heart. Are you not aware that your hair has become unbound? Generally, the sages, the munis, they have the hair applied with the wax, so that the hair will remain as one single line. They apply wax, the entire hair becomes like one hard rod, something like that. They don't have to do regular maintenance of the hair in the forest. It remains like a big jata. It will be there like that only. Again, when they come home, they apply some kind of oils, they remove the wax, and then the hair becomes free. As long as they are in the forest, they don't have to worry about the hair. But you are a Munivarya, but your hair is let loose. ऐसा नहीं रहना चाहिए. Muni means hair should be jata. It cannot be like free hair. Hey, what is this? What क्या चल रहा है इधर? Are you not aware that your hair has become unbound, and that the crafty, lusty wind has taken off your garment? The upper garment has flown away by the wear. Are you not aware of that? So for the sages, the upper garment is another tree bark. He already told that you are not wearing a tree bark on your hips, and now he's telling that you are not wearing your tree bark on the chest. Vamanadev photo, if you see, there is one tree bark around his like we put Gayatri in a like chadar. There is another tree bark like that. She is not wearing that. He said that it looks like your lower garment you forgot in the ashram. Upper garment has flown away from air because hair is let loose now. He said that because the wind is so fast that your braided hair became let loose, your garment also gone away. You are not at all aware of all these things. What are you doing here? So this is how he is glorifying her. Seeing her play with a ball, he speaks. The ball disturbs my eyes, and I have already become bewildered in the heart. You are not aware that your hair has become unbound. The crafty wind has blown away your garment. Are you not aware of this? In this way, you are absorbed in playing with the ball. You are supposed to be absorbed in austerities, but you are absorbed in playing with the ball. By the way, the wind came and air let loose and the upper garment flew away. Why are you so much interested in the playing? And more than that, your playing is disturbing me. I am already disturbed by your glance, and your play disturbs me more than that. Please stop this play. So like that. Rupam tapodana tapascharatam tapognam he etattu kena tapasa bhavatopalabdam chartum taporahasi maya sahamitramayam kim va prasidati savai bhavabhavano me. He says that, O wealth of austerity, O tapodana, by what penance you have gained this beauty? Now he's telling that by what penance you have gained this beauty? You are a Munivarya. You are supposed to be black in color, but you are very tender, very beautiful looking. By what tapasya you attain this beauty? Which destroy the vows of persons performing austerities. A person like me is serious that austerities are broken up. You should join me in performing austerities to make me happy. He's telling that I came here to perform austerities. You should join me. Both of us stay here and perform austerities. Don't go here and there. Oh friend, please be with me. Or perhaps Brahma has been merciful to fulfill my desire for a wife. Kimva saha bhava bhavana prasidati. Are you Munivarya? Or Brahma had sent a woman to me so that I'll get married and continue my life? Please tell me. Who are you really? Are you Munivarya? Are a woman sent by Brahma? Can you stay with me and help me to perform austerities further? Perhaps you have been sent to join me in performing austerities. O wealth of austerity, you have gained a high degree, something which destroys others' austerities. You should join me in performing austerities to make me happy. Is Lord Brahma pleased to fulfill my desire? Or otherwise, is Lord Brahma sent you here to fulfill my desire? So like that, he is asking the lady. Finally, Agnidra says, Natvam tyajami daitam dvijadeva dattam yasmin manodrugapi nona viyati lagnam mam charu shrungi arhasi netu manuvartatam te chittam yata prati sharantu shiva sachivya. I will not leave you. From his side, he's telling that whether you may say yes or no, but I will not leave you since you have been given by Brahma. My mind and eyes cannot leave you. Oh woman with beautiful raised breasts, you should lead me wherever you want. May your favorable friends follow me. Now he says that. Now he kind of at the end he says that you are a beautiful woman sent by Brahma, being pleased by my austerities. Now I don't, even though you may say that, no, I'm not sent by Brahma, but I don't want to leave you. No, she said that I'm going on my way this side. He said, no problem, you take me along with you. I cannot stay without you. Something like that. He fears that she will say, what is the benefit for me in obeying you? I'm going now. I have not come to you. I'm on my way. I'm going out. He speaks, I will not give you up since you are given by Brahma. My mind and eyes do not leave you, O person with beautiful horns. Addressing her in the feminine indicates that his attempt to conceal his feelings has been destroyed by his lust. Till now, he was speaking with alliterate words just to impress her by saying her as him, Munivarya. But finally, he could not stop expressing his desire to her. He said that you have been sent by Brahma. I cannot live you without you. Even if you cannot come with me, wherever you are taking, take me with you. He submitted himself to her. So like that. You should take me wherever you like. May your favorable friends follow me, no problem. All your friend, the Patridge and the Mulbis, everyone can follow me, not issue. So these are the words of flattery by Agnidra in order to impress her. So is like that. Iti lalana anunayati visharado gramya vaidagdyaya paribhashaya tam vibuda vadum vibuda matir abhi sabaja yam asa. Sukadeva Goswami says, being expert at entreating women, Agnidra, who had the intelligence of a devata, Vibhuda Mata, worshipped this devata woman by glorifying with words filled with the expertise of a materialist. Gramya Vaidagdaya Paribhashaya. With special poetical language, he glorified enough in such a way, she will become attracted to him. So it's like that. This is the art exhibited by Agnidra.
Like we see the kings are usually getting married to with their equals or something. जैसे अभी भी बोलते हैं in marriages, if you are from देवतागण तो देवतागण से match. So in only one marriage, like Bhima का marriage हुआ Hidimbas. Is there any other where there was not a case where the king did not get married?
Shantanu married to Ganga, na? His forefather only. Shantanu married Ganga. Ganga is Devata. Shantanu is a king, human king. Generally, humans marry humans. Sometimes humans also marry heavenly ladies. Even Purava also married Urvashi.
But when the lady is not Devata, she is from a demonic family and the king is king.
Oh, वो भी था ना. Anga Maharaj married a girl from the Adharma family. Mrithyu's daughter. That's why they had a son called Vena. So वो भी है. दोनों possible है इधर उधर. कभी कभी होता है. Generally not होता है. Exceptions are there here and there.
So they usually then the qualities of woman goes to sun or men goes to sun. How is that?
Both will go. Matru Jati Pitralakshan. Said like that. It will be there. See how it happens. It's a different science. Sometimes the mother's qualities will come, sometimes father's qualities will come. All these things. However, the past tense supposed to go forward according to happen. His words had the cleverness of a materialist. So then, attracted by the intelligence, behavior, beauty, youth, wealth, and magnanimity of Agnidra. Agnidra had all these things. See, Buddhi is there, Sheila is there, Rupa is there, Vaya is there, Sriya is there, and Audarya is there. He is not an ordinary person. He has all these endowed all good qualities. Who was the king of Jambudipa? Jambudipa Patina, and master of all heroes. Tasya Veera Yutapate. Though he was the king of Jambudipa, he is the monarch. All his younger brothers would report to him. Though the Bhumandala has been divided into 7 parts, the 7 brothers are 7 kings, but 7 independent kings, but he is the monarch. The remaining brothers are ruling over their respective area, but reporting to Agnidra. Agnidra is the Chakravarti Samrat for the entire Bhumandala, as well as ruling his own kingdom. So in that way. He is both Prime Minister and Chief Minister. He is Prime Minister for the entire country. He is also simultaneous Chief Minister for one state. So in that way. पूर्वचित्ती lived with him for 100 million years. कितना कितना? आयुता आयुता परिवत्सरा उपलक्षणम कालम. Ayuta means 10,000. 10,000 into 10,000. How much? Ayuta Ayuta.
10 crore.
10,000 into 10,000. 100 million. Yeah, 10 crore year. Okay. That much time he ruled over. His father ruled how much time?
11.
Huh?
11 crore.
But not है क्या? He ruled 11 crores. He ruled 10 crore.
Father 11,000 crores.
11,000.
हाँ, प्रियव्रत महाराज. हाँ,
11,000.
ओके, जो भी है. अभी वापस चेक कर लो. ये इतना टाइम.
20,000.
For 100 million years and enjoyed earthly and heavenly happiness. Ayutaita means 100 million, 10,000, 10,000, 100 million, which is equal to 23.15 Chaturyugas. He also there इतना time. इनका wife के साथ इतना time था.
23.15.
हाँ. Because that's what. Okay, 11, 1 Arbuda is 1 crore. 11 Arbuda is 11 crore. It is, as I said, 10 crore.
Calculated it to be 25 Chaturyugas.
That means he married much earlier. In marriage life, he was there. His father was also there. He was there. Later point of time, his father retired to forest and he continued rule for some time. So like that.
She was married earlier.
He married earlier, and after marriage also he was father is ruling. He is there at the prince, and later on his father left to the forest. Then he continued rule. So in that way, because his father ruled for 25 Chaturyugas, na? He lived for 23 Chaturyugas. So because that much time is not in Swayambhu Manvantara. Because we already have half Manvantara past. Only second half is 35 Chaturyugas are there. Out of which 25 he ruled. So within those 25, maybe 2-3 Manvantara, 2-3 Chaturyugas later, the son is born. He went to the forest, performed austerities, got married, and lived with his wife for some time. Then eventually last 1-2 Chaturyugas or few Chaturyugas, his father died and he ruled. Something like that we can take. Both are there simultaneously. So in that way. Okay, na?
25 Chaturyugas, Priyavrata Maharaj basically. And in that 25 Chaturyugas, but the chapter's verse starts with the Priyavrata Maharaj leaves.
After Priyavrata Maharaj leaving only, he became the king.
Correct.
But before that only, he was made as Yuvaraj.
Okay.
So during Yuvaraj time period, he went to forest, performed austerities. He got a wife and he lived with her for 23 Chaturyugas. Out of 23 Chaturyugas, he lived with her as Yuvaraj for 20 Chaturyugas, and 3 Chaturyugas he might have ruled as the king of Jambudipa. Possible, na? 23 में 20 Yuvaraj, 3 Maharaj. तो 20 के बाद फादर फॉरेस्ट चले गए. Okay.
How did you make this question?
Some example I am giving, Baba. So, because we don't have so much time, na? Because out of 35, if father ruled for 25, only 10 remains. In that 10 only, we have to include all the other future kings.
His father ruled 25 only.
But half the Manvantara only left, na? 35 only left, na? 35 में father 25, 35 rule करेगा तो कितना बाकी रहेगा? 10 ही बाकी रहेगा ना? By Daksha time, half the Manvantara completed. Only half the Manvantara is left. In that half the Manvantara only, we have all the kings supposed to rule all the way up to Viraja, 15th chapter. सबको उसमें fit करना पड़ेगा. Father ruled for 25 and son lived for 23. So out of 23, 20 he was prince and 3 he was Maharaj. Take an example like that I am saying. So the 25 plus 3, by the end of the Agnidra, 28. Then after Agnidra, he will have a son and he will have a son, like that they can not rule. So like that. It did not say that he ruled for this many years. It said that he lived with his wife for this many years. So घर पे रहते हुए भी राजा रह सकते ना. Lord Rama married at the age of 12. When Lord Rama was 12 years, Mother Sita was 6 years. Wait. After marrying, Sita and Rama came to Ayodhya. They were in Ayodhya for 12 more years. He became 24 years old. After marriage, after 12 years, Dasharatha thought that he will make Rama king. But Kaikeyi said, no, you should go to forest. So they went to forest for 14 years. Then Rama came back. Then he became the king. 12 plus 14. 26 years they were married before he could become the king. So that is possible.
26 years.
हाँ वो हो सकता है, कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं उसमें. बुढ़ा होगा क्या ऐसा सोच रहे हैं?
No, first thing is after 25 Chaturyugas,
हाँ
half of the mantra,
हाँ
out of 71, close to 35 are gone.
gone.
Okay. And in that again 35
25. In the remaining 35, 25 father ruled.
means father rule 25. So it means almost 70.
Almost 79, 60. 35 plus 25, 60.
Okay, 60.
हाँ
And then the remaining
10.
10,
हाँ बाकी सब लोग रूल किया.
remaining 10 है.
हाँ
तो उसमें Agnidra and all
all the future kings will rule.
मतलब कैसे?
Agnidra will rule, Agnidra's son. Nabi will rule, Nabi's son. Rishabdev will rule, Rishabdev's son. Bharat Maharaj will rule, Bharat Maharaj's son. Sujata will rule, his son. Like that. End तक जो भी king सब लोग rule करेंगे उसमें.
But the time at the end of the 60 Chaturyugas,
हाँ
that is the point where Agnidra starts his tapasya.
कौन बोला ऐसा?
5.1, 5.2.1 and 5.2.2.
Kachid. Once he went to the forest. When? That's what we were discussing now. When he was prince, only went to the forest. Yuvraj. क्या देखा युवराज मतलब?
Okay, now I understand.
कौन है युवराज? मतलब who is supposed to become the king next? He is not yet become the king. As of now, he is like future king.
तो स्वयंभू मनु के पीरियड में
हाँ
71
चतुर्युगास.
में if we divide, for example, स्वयंभू मनु ने कितना रूल किया, उत्तानपाद
कितना रूल
किया,
ध्रुव महाराज 36,000 years रूल किया.
तो ऐसा कैसा मतलब स्वयंभू मनु कितना
करो ना, कुछ करो, कुछ कैलकुलेशन करो. क्या भागवत स्टूडेंट है ऐसा फिंगर टिप्स में होना चाहिए सब.
So at middle of the age,
भागवत संख्या विचार, तत्व विचार हो गया. अभी संख्या विचार. भागवत में संख्या का विचार क्या है? के कितना कितना संख्या है, कैसा कितना संख्या विचार होना चाहिए. अभी क्या अभी आपने तो कौन करेगा? यंग enthusiastic gentleman, please do something. It will benefit you and will benefit everyone.
This conversation in this I am the witness. I tell this in the history.
the witnesser becomes the author sometimes.
Yeah, I am ready to become.
See, every number we don't have, but some numbers are there. Every number is not given in the Bhagavatam. How much time every king ruled, we don't have, but more or less they ruled. Approximately इतना time हुआ करके. So here some numbers are there. Even Bharat Maharaj का भी एक बड़ा number आता है. वो भी ऐसे लंबा number रहता है उसका भी. So we need to understand that these are not like one after the other. They are both are going parallelly. Son father parallelly can exist, no? It's not necessarily in that.
However, there is no indication that Agnidra has ruled. It is only that yesterday.
No, he ruled. He also ruled also.
But the number of years.
How many years he ruled? That is not clearly mentioned. No, this is wife and husband stayed this much time. He is married for so many years. So in that way. That means understand that the tapasya is so powerful. He performed so powerful tapasya that one heavenly lady came down and stayed with him for so much long time. So Brahma is really pleased with him. So in that way.
It is actually because of Agnidra, it is because of Priyavrata's submission.
नहीं, इनका वाइफ चाहिए तो इनका तपस्या है ना. उधर से क्यों ले रहे सब? वो भी रहता है, बट इनका भी उतना अथॉरिटी रहना चाहिए ना. इनका भी उतना क्वालिफिकेशन भी रहना चाहिए ना. वो भी रहेगा थोड़ा. That is also some percentage, some bonus will be there, but ये भी main है ना. It is also not 100%. We have seen ना. He has intelligence is there, beauty is behavior is there, beauty is there, youth is there, wealth is there. Previously it said that he was dharma. He was ruling over the kingdom like very genuine religious person.
We don't have any.
But the words actually, at least in these translations, these are like very modest. If you read through Prabhupada translations, they're very graphic. वो बहुत bewildering लगता है उधर देखेगा तो प्रभात पर्पट्स में बहुत डांटते हैं वो सब देखेगा तो पढ़ो अब बाद में पता चलेगा इतना डांटते ये क्या क्या चल रहा है करके बट थोड़ा सा ह्यूमर सीरियस तत्व विचार में थोड़ा सा ग्लैमरस ह्यूमर In the womb of Purvachitti, Maharaj Agnidra, the best of kings, begot 9 sons. Eventually, through her, he begot 9 sons. Their names are Nabi, Kimpurusha, Hari, Ilavurta, Ramyaka, Hiranmaya, Kuru, Bhadrashva, Ketumala. These were the 9 sons of Agnidra and Purvachitti. 9 wonderful, powerful sons. Purvachitti gave birth to these 9 sons, one each year. Anuvastaram. Huh?
These are the different places names also.
वो बाद में आएगा अभी सिर्फ फ्यूचर के बारे में सोचो मत अभी इधर रहो be here now. Purvachitti gave birth to these 9 sons, one each year. Every year they gave birth to one child, but left them in the house of the king and again approached Lord Brahma. They lived together for so many years. In those years, she did not give birth to any children. Only in the last 9 years, she gave birth to 9 children, one child after every year. And then she left. So later on, we will discuss in the 17th chapter the concept of begetting children. In human species, begetting children will be 9 months pregnancy period and then 16 years baby caring period. 16 years. For a child to become self-sufficient youth, 16 years. Generally, it is 16 years. So 16 years, parents need to take care of the children. Afterward, they can do their own things. Okay? So one year pregnancy period, 16 years, this one. In the case of Devatas, as soon as the male and female come together, in a Muhurta time, child is born. In another Muhurta, child is grown to 16 years old. And they remain youthful ever after. Okay? That is Devatas condition.
Muhurta, 48 minutes.
48 minutes. One Muhurta only. Not more than that. Even sometimes can be less than that also. Even it is more, maybe a little bit more, not so much more.
So when a Jiva goes to heavenly planets, this cycle comes.
This is what happens, yes.
He is born there.
He is born there in one Muhurta, and in another Muhurta he becomes teenage boy or girl. And they will remain as youthful as long as they are there in that heaven.
Just to ensure that the kind of burdens and responsibility.
Because heaven is meant for the place of enjoyment. So there are no strict, no such kind of responsibilities, no such kind of time giving to take care of somebody else. Everyone is on their own. So Purvachitti, the heavenly lady. Our Agnidra is the human being. When a heavenly person and a human person comes together, what will be the condition? We will not discuss here what happened, but we will discuss Mahabharata. Kunti is a human. Kunti got children from Devatas. The child birth took place in a moment. The Devatas came, she prayed, Devatas came and blessed, and she gave birth to child. Child birth took place in the Muhurta. But she took care of the child growth continuously. Now you see. Since father is heavenly figure, the birth happened in Muhurta. The mother is human figure, the growth has to happen like a human way. In the second case, our Hidimbi married Bhima. They married, they stayed together for 1 year. In that 1 year, she became pregnant. She carried the pregnancy for 9 months and the child was born. But after child was born in one Muhurta, the child became teenager. And then the Pandavas left from that place, leaving Hidimba and Ghatoshka behind. So mother is heavenly. Rakshasas are part of heaven only. भूल गए क्या? Chapter 10, 3rd canto, one of the last verses. Brahma created 8 categories of superhuman beings. One among them is Akshasa Rakshasas, along with the Devatas. They are all superhuman beings. All are mystic people. If mother is superhuman category,
Then
the child is grown up fast. If father is human, 9 months pregnancy period. Now here Agnidra is human and Purvachiti is heavenly. How the birth and growth of children will take place?
9 months pregnancy,
Ah.
1 muhurta.
That's why he said that every year she gave birth to one child. Child birth के लिए एक year रुकना पड़ता है. But growth happened instantly. So she don't have to stay there ना. बच्चों को पैदा करने की जरूरत नहीं. एक बार 9 बच्चे का जन्म हो गया. She said bye bye, I'm going. I have spent so much time with you, and as per your requirement, I gave birth to 9 children. Now I'm going back to Brahma's abode. Simple. She left the children in the house of the king. Since she was an Apsara, she gave up her affection for them that she previously had. Even though they are 9 children are her own children, but she did not show any humanly sentiments. She is a Devata, she knows. Oh, अपना जीवन आप क्या कर लेंगे. I don't have to worry. Because they already became in 1 muhurta teenagers. So, like that. Because of drinking the breast milk of their mother, the 9 sons. Sorry?
In case of Ganga and Shantanu, so Ganga immediately gave birth.
No. Father human ना. If human father है तो कितना time पे जन्म होगा? Ganga went through 9 months pregnancy. And when the child is born with before 1 muhurta could complete, before they would become youth, she would drown them in the Ganga.
And what about Bhishma?
Bhishma also, she was about to drown him. King came and stopped. Why are you doing this? Okay, you broke the condition. I'm going. She left. And by the way she was going, Bhishma became teenager in no time. Then she took him and put him under the care of Brihaspati to learn. Simple. इसलिए पढ़ने का महाभारत पढ़ने का, रामायण पढ़ने का, भागवत तत्वविचार पढ़ने का.
In Tattva you have included Mahabharata, Ramayana also?
No. जो भी भागवत में उतना ही है, but such kind of examples will come here and there. कितना आपका उम्र कितना है?
31.
आपका 33 years passed away. Yours 36, 31, 33, 36, 39. You should have been 30, 33, 36, 39.
Okay, 30. अभी हुआ ना, अभी नवंबर में तो 30.
बट जनवरी मेरा भी नंबर चेंज हो जाएगा. So इतना साल वेस्ट हो गए विदाउट रीडिंग महाभारत रामायण तत्वविचार.
इंजीनियरिंग नहीं करना चाहिए था प्रोजेक्ट, मुझे लग रहा है.
इंजीनियरिंग भी कर सकते हैं और करते हुए भी महाभारत पढ़ सकते हैं. कौन मना किया?
किसने बताया नहीं प्रोजेक्ट? हमने.
कौन बताएगा?
ड्यूटी नहीं है ना प्रोजेक्ट.
महाभारत पढ़ने के लिए कोई कौन बताएगा? कोई नहीं बताएगा, खुद का चालू करने के बस.
किसने तो
Okay, few more verses are there. We'll complete and then we'll close for today. We are getting late for your prasad. We'll not get anything. Because of drinking the breast milk of their mother, the 9 sons of Agnidra naturally had long limbs and strength. But she fed them her breast milk. Maybe with that one muhurta before they could become teenagers, she gave her breast milk. Since she is a heavenly personality, her breast milk is also heavenly. So that gave like a lot of strength to these 9 sons. They also became as powerful as heavenly beings in that way. Because of drinking the breast milk of their mother, the 9 sons of Agnidra naturally, by nature, had long limbs and huge strength. So in that way, that the sons of Agnidra ruled different parts of Jambudvipa that they had received from their father. These kingdoms were named according to the names of the sons. So Agnidra divided Jambudvipa into 9 divisions and gave them to 9 of his sons and named them after the names of their 9 sons. The land given to Nabi was called as Nabi Varsha. that was given to Kimpurusha was called as Kimpurusha Varsha. Hari was called as Hari Varsha. Ilavruta called as Ilavruta Varsha. Rammeka called as Rammeka Varsha. Hiranmaya called as Hiranmaya Varsha. Kuru called as Kuru Varsha. Bhadrashva called as Bhadrashva Varsha. Ketumala called as Ketuka Varsha. So no family property disputes afterwards. दे दिया आपका नाम पे बस हो गया. Because these are the sons of Agnidra and Purochiti. Even today also these lands are called after the names of the sons. See the glory. Their marriage is not some lustful marriage. It's a dharmic marriage. Brahma himself arranged their marriage. And because they are so special, their sons have become special and their names are still there. कि कब का हुआ था इसका मनवंतर में हुआ था, अभी तक वही नहीं पड़ा हुआ, उसको नेम चेंज नहीं हुआ. This is the greatness. Because of drinking milk directly from her breast, the sons had naturally long limbs. They ruled separate kingdoms. By action in accordance with the Vedic injunctions, King Agnidra, always thinking of her, because she spent time with her for a long time, 10 crore years, Ayutam, was promoted to the same planet as his celestial wife. Tasyam Swalokam, Satyam Salokatam Avarunda, where the Pitrus live in great delight. Yatra Pitaro Madayante. Wherever she went back, he also went to that place eventually. Not to stay there eternally, but to spend some more time with the wife and then eventually go back to Godhead. Obviously, no? He's coming in the line of Swayambhu Manantara. See, apparently, if you only read the description, it says that, okay, this is a lusty fellow. What kind of bhakti does he have? Like that, I say. But at the beginning, only it said that he's a Dharmavan. He's filled with Dharma. He did not go beyond the rules and regulations of Vedic literature. What is the shloka from Bhagavad Gita? Dharma viruddha bhuteshu. He did not cross the lines of Dharma. According to the principle of Dharma only, he married and begot children. His marriage is not a adharmic marriage. But since she stayed with him for so long, she came down from upper planets and stayed with him so long, he had some natural affection for her. So he went to her abode, stayed there for some more time, then eventually moved ahead from there. So like that. He thought of her with great desire. By performing actions according to the Vedas, he attains her planet, where the Pitrus enjoy. Finally, after the departure of their father, the 9 brothers married the 9 daughters of Meru, named Meru Devi, Pratirupa, Upradamshri, Lata, Ramya, Shama, Nari, Bhadra, and Devaviti. So eventually, after the departure of their father, the 9 brothers married. You see, the 9 sons were born 9 subsequent years. After the 9th son was born, immediately the wife left. Then, because he was living with her so much time, he had some affection for her. And eventually, Eve also went with went to forest and performed severe austerities and went to the abode where she went. So in the meantime, other sons either got married and became the rulers of those respective places, and then they continued to rule. I don't know whether he got them married or he went and they got married by the ministers. We don't know, but something happened. But things happened the way they are supposed to happen. And among the 9 sons, the eldest one is Nabi. And how did Nabi rule? What happened? How, whom he married? And how his marriage also over? What kind of children he got? Everything will be mentioned in the 3rd chapter. The next chapter talks about Nabi. First chapter about Priyavrata. The 2nd chapter is about Agnidra. 3rd chapter is about Nabi. Nabi will have a son. His name is Lord Rishabha. Lord Rishabha's details will be explained in 3 chapters. And Rishabha will have a son. His name is Bharat Maharaj. His details will be mentioned in 10 chapters later on. His discussion goes for a long time. Okay? Hare Krishna. Gantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki, Jai.